Evening everyone, and welcome to another episode of Haunted Scouse, and welcome back to one of our favourite locations, Clifton Hall Masonic Temple.
Yeah, listen guys, we tend not to go back to locations, and especially not as many times as we've been here, but this place just keeps dragging us back, and we thought, what can we do different? So we're going to use this single camera here, and you're going to be on a live walkthrough as we go back to Clifton Hall.
Yeah. One more just in case. Yeah. Cool. I think that's fine anyway, so we've got it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Evening everyone, and welcome to another episode of Haunted Scouse, where tonight we're back. No, I don't like that. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Evening everyone, and welcome to another episode of Haunted Scouse, and we're back tonight in our favourite location. No,
Doesn't like that one either. I didn't like that one.
Someone likes that one.
Now.
Well, it looks like the episode started.
Looks like the episode started. Looks like that first intro is going to be the one, mate.
I'm going to wait here for you, just so you don't think
Can you grab the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the camera may or may not have picked that up. And obviously the light's still on.
Hello?
Right, you've got us in here.
Is there someone in here that wants to communicate with us?
Yeah. Gonna put the second light on as well, but if we left the lamp pots downstairs, to go for some.
I think it could probably definitely be all that.
On the table.
What?
On the table.
One's on the table, you can grab the one that's by in the first lodge room. It should still be on the floor. Because we had 2 in there and you took one from there, so probably just for speed going to that one.
Yeah, I mean, this literally, honestly, it's the camera. Listen guys, as we just said in the intro, this is going to be as live, but hopefully you've just heard the walkie-talkie going off its head, which has interrupted us doing a second intro, but we're not going backwards now. I'm just going to run downstairs to get a REM pod, because we haven't even got the REM pod set up.
Yeah, I'll just grab my K2 as well, because it's at the top of the stairs.
Again, look, this is good. It's put an energy in it straight away.
Definitely.
So you're grabbing something from there.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab some K2, which is not.
Going down the bleeding basement on me already.
Good luck. Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting sort of start. Then we trying to do one more intro and then something clearly's called us in here.
But it just shows you sometimes just got to go with it.
Yeah. I completely forgot those walkies were still even on, to be honest.
Yeah. God, I'm knackered. I'm not afraid to admit, I'm knackered because I've just run up them stairs from the basement, because once you switch that last light off...
Okay. If there is someone here that does want to talk to us, can you try and do something now, just to let us know? Okay. Thank you. We did come in here because we heard one of our devices going off. Can you maybe try and communicate through that?
See, again, it's one of the frustrating things. We've been very proud to say we're not using lock-offs in this episode. And yeah, we've been called in. Which literally called in.
I know, it would have been a brilliant sort of lock-off moment there, wouldn't it?
But at the same time, it's like, it was like ringing the bell in the fire station. It's called us straight into the episode mode, and that's not a bad thing, because some of you may have watched the live as well. Like literally, we've just finished 15-20 minutes ago, and sometimes it's hard to get into investigation mode after you've just done an investigation. Whereas that we had to get straight in. Sure, I just got a splinter off that banister downstairs as well.
There's a little flick on the K2 then.
Crane coming in there.
That was you that just moved towards that device with the green light on. Can you maybe go towards it and make it go all the way up to red? Maybe go towards the device next to it and try and use your voice to speak through it. And maybe you're in that corner. If you are, maybe you can go towards the device with the red light on.
The wonderful irony in how we've started this episode as well is we had no intention of starting in this one.
No. I think it's just when your location just turns completely when you switch the lights off and it goes darker. It just takes on a whole different kind of feel. It's so much happier and jollier with the lights on. Just obviously chatting around, a bit of a laugh on the live and investigating as well, but now it's like, it's dark.
See, that's the thing actually, you saying the lights. Which side of the room did we have the lights on? Could those cracks be... Yeah, maybe it's the strip lights cooling down.
One or two thought potentially could have been,
but then some of them are lower.
So that's why I thought, you know what, I'm not going to say unless I'm confident it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's just an honesty shot, isn't it? Somebody else might say, "Yo, they just seen us switch lights off." I'll be like a bloody big wimp for this whole episode, mate. I've got a splinter.
So now we're in this room. Can you try and communicate with us if that's what you wanted? We're here. So is there something that you want to do, or show us, or tell us? We don't mean any harm or any disrespect.
It's hard to determine whether it's how far up and how far, you know.
Is this your home? Or was this your home?
It's a pity we can't find more information out about the tabernacle and how the building was used. Imagine coming across some photographs of what it looked like.
Yeah.
That'd be fascinating to know, like, what did this room look like while it was used for religious purposes.
What we picked up downstairs seems to indicate that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Something may have moved towards you and then back, then a light and only, but again, when I've got it on a full screen, I'll be able to check that. It may have been nothing, but
If you are here, can you try and show yourself next to me? Or do something to let me know that you're next to me? Interested to see if we just withdraw back to where we were,
yeah,
and if it happens again.
yeah.
We'll see how again this, if we've got taps and things, or maybe even if it just triggers the radio, just the,
It's like, yeah, where are you going?
yeah.
Mr. Billings in a teasing mood tonight. It's even crazy just in that 15 minutes since we were stood here doing an intro, how dark it's gone now.
If there is anybody here with us, anywhere in the building, can you maybe try and make a noise? Or maybe direct us as to where you are, and we'll come and talk to you. We've been here many times before, and you have been quite talkative. You have done lots to let us know that you are here, or something is here, someone is here. We'd love it if you can maybe come and talk to us again, communicate with us.
There's a clock up there, guys. Yeah, just for anyone that can hear it. I know some of you's listening on headphones.
If you're in one of the temples upstairs, can you maybe go towards the device and set something off so we could hear you? This is when all the cat balls are flashing.
Yeah. But again, as we said in the intro, it's just doing it on one camera. It's like doing a live.
In the moment.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we've done it a couple of times now with all the cameras, and we've been here with Philip and Bev and Steve. You know, so, and then obviously with all the guys for the events as well. But the multiple cameras have played into those episodes.
We are going to go back downstairs, because that's where we were going to go. If you wanted to stay up here, you have to do something just to let us know that you don't want us to go.
I heard that.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything, but I thought there was a bit of a slight little rustle of something.
Thought it was skull and crossbones on the I can just see the silhouette of it. I just turn the camera around. There's must be Halloween stuff left over or something like that. Either that or the Pirate Lodge meets here now as well.
Do you know why pirates are scary?
Go on.
Because they are.
Oh, dear me. Oh. You've missed that, haven't you guys? Let's go and be honest. If you think you can do better.
Put in the comments, right? Yeah, I think I'm assuming that bag was in there.
My one?
My one.
Yes.
Just because we've got a few capitals there. I think we stick to the original plan then, what we're going to do, where we're going to sort of start an S-box. Because it's somewhere actually, funnily enough, that you haven't been yet, you at home. Because you've been here many, many times, and we've never actually been in this room, we've never investigated this room either, so it'll be interesting to sort of maybe start there, especially with an S-box, and put a bit of kit on and sort of see what happens. So yeah, quite excited for this.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'll just go and get the kit back. Oh, Chris, you hear that?
I heard that, yeah. I turned the camera around towards me, so hopefully it might have just got it. Hello? Oh, fuck me, just walked into the door.
It's standard that, isn't it? You know we're going downstairs, so clearly you've made another...
So we left it very late to get our attention.
I'm really interested to see which one it was.
Yeah.
It's both definitely on.
But again, it just proves the point. There's a REM pod there, and there's a REM pod right next to that one, so we've got 2 REM pods in here. Yeah.
Maybe it's just a bit of a, no, I don't want you to go where, downstairs. Maybe it could just be a, you know, maybe it's a warning of some sort.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a, yeah, you know, I don't know, maybe it's someone just playing, who knows, but, I mean, you couldn't time that any
I'm just
fingers
hoping,
crossed your head that.
literally, I've just turned the camera that way to basically take the piss out of you, because I thought you were disappearing in here, and then I heard it, so I'm hoping because I've turned it and it's facing that way, I hadn't actually started speaking, so yeah, fingers crossed guys, in the edit I've enhanced it for you to hear.
You know, we are going to come back up here anyway and do a little bit more, so, but yeah, it's something, I don't know, maybe this is kind of the finale of where we're going
Yeah, exactly. Let it wind itself up, thinking, yeah. I've got S-box in my bag. Have you got one in that one?
I think I've got it in that bag.
Have you put it in there? Have you? Yeah.
I've got it in the bigger one. Just there was a few little extra.
In fact, my kit bag might still be on the. It's still on the chair there. No. Where did I put mine then?
No idea. Is it downstairs?
Because we're going to come up here. Because I did bring it. Because I put the I don't know where I put that then. Yeah. Again, guys, I think leave all these bits in for you because we literally want this to be a walkthrough, like it was an event or a live investigation. Even to the point of I've put a bag down somewhere and I can't remember where to put it. There's the basement.
So, yeah, we are obviously back on the ground floor. We've got the kitchen where we usually use as a base room. We've done a tiny bit of investigating in here. Not too much. Maybe we need to utilise this a little bit more. But it's not here where we're gonna investigate. It's just through.
Yeah, I don't know where I put my bag down, mate. I'm sure I passed it to you. You put it down somewhere, I'm blaming you.
So welcome to Clifton Hall Lodge Bar.
Here we are. So, as Adam said, the purpose of coming in here is not to show you the bar, although it does just back up for anyone watching that you can hire Clifton Hall for your family parties and functions, and they would be more than happy to sort all that out for you, catering and everything. So please do, if you are considering anything like that. We're even thinking ourselves for the Haunted Scouse social get together rather than a spooky night. Just something with difference. Let's just dress up for a change and make an effort, and maybe Clifton Hall could be that place again. Let us know what you think of that idea in the comments, and we'll have a look and price it up.
I reckon we'll flip that round and we'll go straight in. Maybe if I stand, or is that going to be too?
No, because if I'm this way, this is Adam's. Let's see if he's charged it. It has.
Hey. It's probably just because we always use yours, to be honest. So.
Well, it's okay. So, if there are any spirits in here, I'm going to put a device on now. And this device.
Sorry.
What?
There are spirits in here.
Yes. His jokes aren't getting any better, are they? Honest to God. If you would like to tell a better joke than Adam, this device will allow you to do that. If you would like to say boo, this device will allow you to do that. Alternatively, you may find Adam funny. You can laugh through this device. But we'd love to know more about you and whether you're here from this being your home, being a member of the Masonic Lodge, or when it was a tabernacle, maybe you came here for worshipping. Can you tell us your name?
I thought that might have just been a sarcastic kind of ha-ha.
Okay, so that was one going for Adam. Did you have any clues? to worship here? Can you tell us your name? There's a lady that's been seen down here. Is that you? Dead.
Something. What's the word?
You've been seen walking past this door. Can you tell us your name? Anybody else here? Any children up here?
Is that door open behind you? Stay open or? Stay open, yeah, stay open.
Yeah.
It's obviously when you said about maybe, I know a lot of the staff have reported walking down, so potentially even just having the door open might be.
Maybe you can come into the room now. That's not very...
It's like a flat signal, like it's being blocked or something, you think?
That's strange, it's doing that.
It's static.
Yeah.
The same the aerial down as well.
No, it's
So is it the same when the aerial's down or? Come on, can you tell us who you are?
It's cold. Maybe if we step out into the hallway. Be careful. Why do we need to be careful? There's a lady who's been seen here with us now. Hello, maybe. Please don't be afraid of us. It used to live here?
Can you maybe tell us where here is? Where exactly are we?
How old you are, if you may ask. Maybe you can tell us what year it is. Maybe it could be delayed age or year. I want to say I'm 30. Are there children here as well? Why do people see you here? Is there anything else you want to say before I turn off this radio? I died. We confess. At the end there, it's definitely sound like I died.
Yeah.
We confess. But it'd be interesting, I say that without don't proclaim to be an expert on tabernacles, guys. So we literally have to look up what type of how strong was the worship in a tabernacle. Was it just a small church, or is it something different? Would you go there to confess? I know that bloody splinters here. You leave me moaning about that for the next hour. Get used to it.
Yeah. Sort of stand here and you can get a shot if you want me to say that it's an interesting little room. I mean, I know we're doing a bit of a quicker sort of fly through, but I'm definitely looking at functions and things like that. It's a lot bigger than I thought, to be honest.
Yeah.
So really spacious, and fingers crossed though for either paranormal, and fingers crossed again if and when we start coming back, this room should start becoming available to investigate, and fingers crossed we can get a lock off in there next time we're here, just to see when no one's around what is actually happening.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's been interesting to go in there. But yeah, as I said right at the beginning, guys, some of you have been asking all the time to Scouse function, and I think it'd be better coming here, because another great suggestion was Clanford Workhouse, but I don't think we all want to stay in bunk beds with each other, and you've heard what my wind's like, so nobody wants to be in the same dorm as me. Whereas, if you want us to, we can look into this and see if we can make it like a fundraising night, a little charity night we'll choose a charity as part of the channel. But let us know what you think anyway.
I'm 5 minutes on the road as well, so it's boss.
Definitely we do it here. We can all stay in Adams. Woohoo! Nice then. Yeah.
See how long it takes him to stand back up now.
I'm just thinking this is great here. Just put a table here, put your pints on here. Obviously me and Adam are getting free drinks all night off you guys, so you know, we're just gonna put our money behind the bar. But yeah, very nice. I do know what I mean that, yeah, genuinely. It's a nice room. Yeah, come on, close the door. I need to find out where to put my bleeding bag.
Okay.
Right, so that's potentially us.
Potentially
You know how
us, yeah.
sensitive it is sometimes.
It can be, but I mean, you know,
And it stops.
we've had that before, and I had to go right sort of directly underneath.
So let's move backwards.
Christ, that is sensitive if its course is there.
But I do remember the fella said the sensor in it was 360 in a sphere. So imagine the centre of the Earth, and the sensor goes like a globe rather than. But again, that's why we like being honest with you guys over this kit. Because when I step through this door again, if that goes off, then that's 3 times, then we go, okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Not being afraid to debunk. By the way, whilst you're watching this episode, guys, if anyone sees a bag, if you can put it in the comments below, please, that'd be much appreciated. We're going up or down now?
Do you want to do down and then finish up?
And yes,
yeah.
that's what I'm just thinking. Let's kind of let's try and
Just
wind
because of
it
what
up a
happened
bit
there,
up there.
Right, this is the interesting bit. Oh, right, yeah, so much.
So we've still got pack balls down there.
Yeah, I've got the 4.
There's pack balls. There's the music box is still there. We've got the 360 in here. We've got the REM pod still on the table down there. So should we start in here?
Yeah.
Because I've just done the. What's that? Oh, it's that.
I'll tell you what then, should we do a spirit talk right now?
Yeah.
Because we haven't really done one.
Well, I'll change the angle then. Let me get over there. And you can get by that fucking corridor.
Planned it across some shadow on the wall.
Dark,
Jumped.
innit?
Scared of my own shadow away. Some investigator. Well, no, I just thought that maybe potentially doing a spirit talk in here. I'm hoping that maybe, you know, we've got things like, you know, names and numbers and stuff that potentially could sort of trigger. But okay, so if there is anybody in here with us now, or anybody down here that does want to make themselves known, there's a device in my hand that you can use.
They found my body.
Wow.
Okay,
This is,
found my
and this
body.
is the very depths of where we could be.
Okay.
To a clip.
What was that?
What happened there?
I don't know, I heard it would sound like rustling or joy. I don't know, I just hope to God that was that chiller or generator. Oh, cat ball. So it's kind of like someone's walking past with like, I don't know, do you have a coat on
maybe keys in the pockets, you know, like kind of a rustly walk.
Okay, yeah.
That's so that's why I jump for someone's walking past there, looking, it's pitch black.
Photograph.
Okay, photograph. Right, I'll quickly just come out of that, and maybe if I just take a picture of I'll have to put the flash on, aren't I, for this?
Yeah, because we've got very little light.
Let's focus flash. I think I know how to work my phone by now, yeah, but there we go. Okay, and if you do want to appear on this photograph, you want me to take it, I am. Maybe that was you that set the device off.
Can hell that made me jump? Yeah.
I don't know whether just because this is, you obviously you say it's a different part, we have been in this part before, but you feel like you're somewhere completely different now.
Yeah.
So you're like not used to noises and sounds and I'll just snap another one when it decides to load here.
Yeah. Rule number 1, always take at least 3 pictures. It's good that stopped. Because you when it like it keeps going, you start to think, right, okay.
Okay, sorry, I just have to turn that device off that you were using to speak to us then, just to take a photograph. So I did take some, I didn't see much, and obviously we'll drop it in for you guys as well. If you were trying to maybe appear next to us or stand next to us, thank you. Is there anything else that you can tell us about yourself? Maybe you can tell us who you are.
Plan.
Plan. Maybe we should be making a plan of escape. Thing is, I'm sure when we were in here last time as well, I was having to stand here in this sort of bottleneck corridor of...
Yeah, I probably would have made you stand there, yeah.
Most vulnerable position, it's just pitch black.
That's why do you think I moved? Because it's not so much like, because I've just been getting a couple of shots of you and looking straight down there. I think it helps the person on camera to feel on edge. But you being there, you did think you heard something, and then the cat ball went off.
That's what I mean, that was like a weird sort of couple of minutes of stuff going on it, but it's weird. I mean, Joe, you just sense when someone's kind of behind you, don't you?
Yeah.
Or sense when maybe someone's walking past, or like, so if someone was walking up now, you feel like, oh, I need to move out the way. It was kind of like that, but then obviously when you realise that you're the only 2 people in the building, you shouldn't really be feeling like that. So,
but before this was here, again, it would just be fascinating to have plans of the original buildings and see what these rooms were used for.
is there anything else that you can do for
Don't
us?
tell people.
Don't tell people.
I mean, Freemasonry,
Yeah.
Maleficent.
Maleficent, we've had that before and I can't remember me for the life of me. Isn't it like an evil?
Oh, it's like what's it? Like the Disney thing?
Yeah.
Like Maleficent.
Fucking Lara Croft in, what's her name?
Oh, Angelina Jolie.
That's the one.
So is there something that doesn't want us here? Something or someone? You maybe try and tap on something or bang on something so we could hear you? Or move something? It's quite rare that we come in this part of the building, so now's your opportunity to do something, communicate. Weak.
As in days of, or?
No, as in I'm feeling weak. Again, maybe just needs a bit more energy, sort of.
I mean, it could be, could go back to the first thing we had through, my body was here. I mean, a lot of what we've got down here is to do with like children being mistreated and maybe potentially poisoned.
Is that what happened?
It's a plane.
I would say, sounds like a plane.
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay.
Very good.
Glad that you are. I mean, maybe you could tell us something a little bit more about yourself, the building, or if you were indeed related to sort of Freemasonry, maybe you could tell us something about some of these lockers that are on the wall. Right.
Oh mate, something's just fucking, seriously, something's just, it literally, it felt like, from like there, that something's just gone. And but with that strength, so I didn't think it was a spider, because I mean it's only them skinny little cave ones down here anyway, but it literally felt like someone just rubbed a finger, but it wasn't cold, it was warm, and that's why. Oh God, that got the old ticker pumping, because again it's like we're stood with like boxes next to us and chairs and everything, but you've got to strip all that.
Do you believe?
I do. Well, I do anyway. I did anyway. But thank you for just.
Yeah, you went for the wrong one.
Yeah. Oh God. Thank you for just reiterating that. But yeah, it literally just felt like from there down. But it's like it went through me watch. So it didn't pause for the watch, obviously. And then stopped as it kind of pulled me.
Forest.
Yeah. Well, let's get you back on camera.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, I just had a little bit of light there as well. I've gone back to pitch black. Well, clearly you do like to communicate, maybe by touching or, moving things or lighting objects up. So if you can maybe touch my arm, touch my shoulder, maybe try and put yourself next to me. I mean, the irony of all that is you backed yourself up there thinking you were safe.
Yeah, I know.
I love that. Are you still here? If you are, can you give us some sort of sign that you are listening still?
The dream is like just a little bit of a head, just starts
Peter's
look
round.
over your shoulder.
Sometimes.
So sometimes they are here. Yeah. Which makes sense of what we always say. It's, you can come back 7 nights a week and get something different, or have quiet nights and
so I mean maybe that's obviously about the it says like don't tell people, and we start maybe going, well, can you tell us a bit about what's kind of here?
I'm from the 1500s.
It predates obviously the building, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean maybe you're getting into this kind of masonry side of it where you can't tell people, like, tell us the name, what's on here, what's on there, and then it sort of touches you to go, well, no, I'm not going to do something different.
Well, I'm from the 1500s would tie in with forest as well, because it's like I know Tabs has done a lot of research for us on this place, and I'll have to dig out that research and have another read through it, because a lot of relevant stuff.
I mean, it pretty much was, I'd say forest, but parkland, and you know.
She shouts.
She shouts.
She
Well,
shouts.
maybe she does, doesn't she? It's obviously maybe linking up with what we know that it's a bit further down there with the female.
Obviously not talking about our tabs, because we've never heard tabs shout. Dan might tell us difference, but...
Like he shouts. Can you maybe tell us who she is? Or if she does shout, can she maybe try and shout now?
Oh, so cold on the back of my neck then.
Hopefully she's behind you.
Fucking better not be when I turn this round. Oh, that was such a cold breeze then. I felt the breeze come over me, and then it almost felt like how can I say, like the hoodie, my t-shirt just lifted slightly. Oh, but it could have been just been because me shoulders contracted with the chill. Oh, mate. Should we wander into the first temple?
You are enough.
Thank you. Some would say I'm too much.
Most definitely. Keep them there for now, maybe keep that open. Possibly.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
See what happens. 360's near, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Attic.
Attic.
Is that where you want us to go?
I'm not going all the way up the stairs.
Funny. Well, I mean, if you really, really, really want us to go up there, if you mention it a few more times, or maybe indicate or hints as that's where we should go, we will. Obviously, when we just got down here, we'll just feel like a pull from pillar to post.
Yeah.
You know, to try and get from one place, it wants us to go somewhere else. I don't even know if I've got anything in here. I've got any equipment in here, or
Don't think we have.
maybe there. Right, okay. There was one cap ball on the floor.
I mean, it's not bad from an experimental purpose of...
Suppose, yeah.
Purpose.
The purpose of that device on the floor that lights up is for you to try and communicate with us and try and move it, interact with it. We're here to try and speak to you or communicate with you, whoever you are. You still haven't told us that. So if there is someone here that does want to give us their name or tell us who you are, you can do so through that other device. We don't mean any harm or any disrespect. Are any children in here with us now? Maybe you'd like to come and play with the ball that's on the floor that lights up.
I like to play games.
Okay.
Yeah, there
That's
you
good.
go, yeah.
So if you do want to play a game, maybe you could go towards the little ball that's on the floor. If you want to roll it. You see it lights up, it rolls. Maybe you can throw it back and we can play a game. Or potentially we could maybe play I Spy. You can see something in the room that begins with C. There's a lot of them. Maybe you could tell me what that might be.
He scares scares me.
Didn't that sound like really soft?
Yeah.
That was so like infant like.
It was.
Like really, yeah, like you felt that, like someone really was telling you, like, you scared me.
Although, I'm hoping it wasn't talking about me, considering he said something beginning with C, and it said he scares me. So, we all know I'm the nice one, so.
Interesting though, obviously down here we do get a lot of she scares me.
Yes.
She is the one and she. But again, that was the first he scares me. So who, can you tell us who it is? We don't.
Betrayal.
Betrayal.
Yeah, that's right.
See, I know last time we were here, and I think Paul left me a message earlier on after the live to say that there's a female here, but it's a husband as well you got to beware of.
Mm.
So potentially there was a husband and wife here.
I mean, yeah. Usually when we're upstairs in the lodge rooms, we get that kind of, there is a male, there's something in the corner, sort of watching, and we've never really sort of, followed with that, have we, or sort of built upon who that potentially could be. But it's definitely someone that likes to kind of watch what's going on and, equally make themselves known that they're in that area.
Yeah, because we've always got a lot more out of the female that's down here. Annoying her tends to get reactions from her. Or should I say me annoying her?
I'm intrigued.
Aren't we all? We're definitely intrigued. Yeah, there seems like multiple conversations going on, but if you are a child and you do want to play, again, there is the device on the floor that lights up. You can tell me maybe what my word was beginning with C that I can see in this room. There's a lot of them. Or if you can tell me who the person is that scares you.
Harmony.
You maybe tell us who this person is and where he is. You do something to the camera then?
Yeah, I moved my foot and my foot just came into the bottom of the camera, so just so people weren't watching, when people are watching this, guarantee it was in the comments saying, what the hell was that on the bottom of the camera? So I just moved it down just to show me boot.
It just seems to get light and then just went dark, so I don't know, obviously for you it's a bit different, but yeah, I don't know, maybe you must have moved it and it just changed.
Yeah, that's all it was, mate, just because I just stretched my toes out. Yeah, literally my foot just come right into the bottom of the shot, and I thought people are going to think, what the hell was that?
Is there anything that you can do for us to show us that you are here? Try and make a noise in the room.
Mary.
Mary, I'm sure we've had Mary before. Mary and Elizabeth.
Is this who we're speaking to?
I've got a cold breeze. Don't know whether an aircon unit's kicked in there or what. It's gone now. Wow. That was such a cold breeze that went straight across me then.
Is that you, Mary, potentially?
Brown.
Brown.
Brown. No.
Fear.
Bran. B-R-A-N. Bran.
Brown.
fear.
So is this potentially a child? Are you one of the children that are quite fearful? You're quite scared? We don't mean any harm. Do you want to come in and speak to us? Balance is coming.
Yeah, just a bit. I'm glad they've got you on camera there. I was waiting for you to try and stand up.
Out of practice, usually I'm boss with that, being a teacher.
You're getting old, mate.
You maybe try and roll that ball towards me. Show there's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing to fear.
That was my ankle, so.
Christ. Is there anything else that you want to say before I turn the device off?
Vitality.
Breakfast cereal adverts
I
now.
was thinking.
Bran,
Special
harmony, vitality.
Thank you if you were communicating. We're going to investigate the building further. So if you do want to follow us round, talk to us, make yourself known in any way, please do. Since our spirit friends didn't get it, maybe if you want to drop in the comments below whilst you subscribe, which is somewhere just here, but yeah, drop in the comments. I spy with my little eyes, made them see. What could it be? Put it in the comments below.
I'm still not taking this camera off you till you get up, by the way. So.
I'm alright for now, I'm just, I'm chilling.
That cold breeze again.
I'd love it if I could do one of them. We just did a great flip then. Boom. But yeah, I don't think my hips could take much of that. Should we go into the far one then?
Yeah.
Interesting though. I mean, it's again, it feels different again from any other investigation that we've done here, in terms of stuff that's been happening as well. So
It doesn't. It's not a bad thing not having rooms full of kit, not having cameras ready to go when we walk in. It's like, yeah, I'm made up because it's a one camera edit and there will be an episode out in May. Woohoo! But for the perspective of investigating, this is what we started out doing. Only we can now do it with the 4K camera and you know, better lights and everything. But this is back to our roots of either a camera each or one camera, and being in the moment in the investigation rather than wondering what's the lock-off picked up. You know, you'll have already seen our latest episode from 30 East Drive where the lock-offs were invaluable to see what happened on the stairs there with the REM pod, but we didn't go towards the stairs because we let the lock-off camera do it. Tonight's been different. We've heard noises and we've had to chase it and be proper ghost hunters, if you like. So yeah, let's wander down to the next temple. Move over by the spooky door. Right, okay, so we've covered everywhere down here apart from the creepy arse corridor leading to. There are actually two more rooms down here. One's a temple and one's like a storage room. People have experienced stuff in the kitchen area, but yeah, we've got a REM pod set up on the round table down here, so
Yeah, it's ready made for to do 20 minutes down here, and I also have a new app on my phone from Spotted Ghosts. I'll leave all the links below. As kindly give us the codes to all of his apps off the Play Store. Unfortunately, we can't give you the codes, but we are going to start using some of those apps just to show you. They are really good apps. Spotted Ghost is the gentleman who does the Spirit Talker. So it's he has given me the code, so I've got all of his apps on my phone now. So we're going to try a different one when we get down here. I'll tell Adam what one it is when we're here as well.
I don't even know about them. It's exciting anyway. Why is that music up? Oh God! Yeah, didn't see that. Lovely. Did you set that off then?
What?
Did you set that one off then?
I walked past.
Well, that's been on there since I set those cameras up, so...
Didn't even know it was there, to be honest.
Yeah. It's only because I've just obviously put that one on there.
Yeah.
But I don't even know where the camera would have been pointing there, but I've just looked up and seen that one going off.
I didn't even know it was there. Literally, it must have just gone off as I've walked past then.
I mean, walk past again, because there's no way, because I've... Coincidence then, maybe?
Yeah.
Who knows? Well, maybe that's where, obviously, when we were on a live before, I need to move out the way of this. Yeah, when we were on the live before, we were hearing noises.
Yeah.
Potentially could have been around there.
Exactly. But just for the purpose of that, I'm going to move. Sorry, mate, I'm going to trigger that again now because. Move these two. Or maybe not trigger that again. In here. I'm going to put one in the doorway as well.
Yeah, I think actually we do have one. A bit further, yeah, there's one just behind there on that side.
So, I was saying about the apps that Spotted Ghost has kindly given me the codes for, and again, guys, it's like we're trying not to pause as much in this because we want it to be like a real-time investigation. So, one of them is called an EMF yes/no. It detects an energy either side of it, and it lights up and beeps, or it says yes or no. You could use it to do like a Simon Says, answer questions. There's an environ, which, do you hear that?
There's a slight little tap.
Environ is meant to put like a pulse out into the ether. It can be quite high pitched, so I need to use that a little bit more, but it's got all kinds of sensors on it. But the one I'm going to use is one that I've used before, but now I know how it works properly. It's called the Spirit Bell. Now, you may remember we did briefly use this at Clifton Hall. And me being me, typical bloke, it's like take something out of the box, just press play on it. You don't figure out how to use it. Now I know how it works and all the sensors in it, because there's a product you can get on eBay and Amazon called the Spirit Bell. And it's basically like our wooden REM pods, but it's got like the bell on the top of it. And like a REM pod goes off, it dings. Now, the guy that does this app has explained that all the same sensors and more sensitive are in your phone. So using this to see if a spirit moves near to this, then it'll ding the bell. So that's the idea behind it. So it's going to be placed away from us. And I think that was the mistake I made. I put it on the table in front of us. So, position the device and click start to calibrate sensors. So I am going to position it in the doorway and and press start to calibrate. No, that was me. Now obviously if it goes off its head, but the sensors on it are EMF, motion, light, proximity, pressure, temperature, humidity, and so yeah, humidity is not something that and temperature are not found in my phone, but other ones are. So for instance, if I go close to it, it's not actually doing it, which is good. So that's picking up me tapping. It's like Breaking Bad, this. But it's not picking up me doing that, so it's got to be an actual movement on it. So if any spirits were watching me then, EMF. What it was picking up then was EMF. So just like K2 meter. I mean, the spirit talker, a lot of people don't realise, has a built-in EMF, K2 meter anyway, it runs up and down the side. So again, it's picking up. It's interesting that kicked off and it dinged twice on the EMF. So you wonder if something like that just pumps an energy into the ether when that switches on. But if there are any spirits here, two dings.
I mean, yes, or
But people see usually noticing the tap over there.
usually once for yes and twice for no.
I don't know, is it?
Yeah.
Can you come into the room? Are you allowed in this room? So if it's twice for no.
So all those, I mean, so all those things is just say EMF.
No, there's different. So the one it's triggering is EMF.
Right. So potentially, if movement, for example, dinged, but it still make the same ding, and you'd have to say, oh, it's movement.
But I can see on it's like a grid, so I can see at the moment everything's being EMF.
Right. Okay.
If it was proximity, proximity is over on the right hand side.
No, it's fine. It's obviously, it's just make the same noise, isn't it? So as far as me looking at it, thinking, well, why does it keep dinging? What is it? And obviously, unless you say it's anything over an EMF, then we'll just
And if it keeps doing that, then we've tried. It's going to be one of them apps, guys, where it's going to work in some places and not in others. But it's picking up on something. Can you try and move that device? We might think maybe if we switch that off, if we shut the door over, at least it blocks out that noise, and then we can concentrate on moving around the table. So again, I mean, I'll just show the app to the camera. So again, I will put the links for all the apps. He does make some great apps. But if you go on the Spotted Ghost YouTube channel, you will also find a lot of information about how his apps work, which is what I like. They're quite interesting videos. Again, that was on that chair.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I've just took this off and moved away from it, so maybe that ties in. Maybe I've just done them a disservice.
Yeah.
You can come into the room with us. We give you permission. But we're going to close this door over. It'll be quite interesting because there's a cat ball right by that door. If it was to go off, would we see it flashing over there?
Hopefully.
Very quiet now.
My group really last time, just around the table there, it must have actually just been where that chair is, where I was sitting on the live. 2 people did see someone else there. It was like a woman that was there. Like very, very clearly, head, shoulders, face.
So around this area.
Just here, where I was sat, so just here. Yeah, just there.
Are you in here now? There's a device in the centre of the table. If you do that, you can let us know where you are. That was right behind you. Is there anybody here who is religious? Curiosity now, I might as well. I want to know what the exact purpose of the tabernacle was.
That's a good job I put that on then, because I don't know what I was going to say.
So, a meeting place for worship used by non-conformists or Latter-day Saints, Mormons.
Ah.
So, there you go. So apparently, why did God want a tabernacle? I mean, even reading this, that might trigger something. The third movement of Exodus centres around Moses' experience with Yahweh atop Mount Sinai, where he has a vision or apocalypse and sees the heavenly temple. God wants to dwell with his people on the land, so he instructs Moses to build a tabernacle that mimics his dwelling place, the heavenly temple.
Well, when in the other room, Joe, and we got Bram,
Yeah.
just interestingly, just put it here. So the name Bram is a male given name, often short form of Abraham or Bramwell, meaning father of a multitude, or bramble or bushwood. So again, kind of going on to the kind of religious sort of theme there.
Yeah.
Father of multitudes, a trendy mono-symbolic take on traditionally biblical name. It's rather quiet in this room tonight. There's opening the odd little tap every now and again. But
I think that the feeling of this room is more of, you're at the very end of the corridor. So if you're on your own, it is quite sketchy. Oh, excuse me. Got out to practice on this, guys. But yeah, when you're on your own and you're collecting the kit up, or you're setting the kit out and you're down here, or you have to come down here for something because you've left it, you do kind of, it's like that switching the lights off when you're younger to go to bed. You switch the lights off and run up the stairs. Because nothing happens, but it's just in case.
yeah, that one there, and then
Oh man, can't see. Fucking knew he'd do something like that. Are we going into the big one first?
yeah. And there's capitals in that bloody thing as well, isn't there? Oh my god, it's fucking freezing up here. Right, so we've decided to obviously come back upstairs, and we're in the main lodge room that's up here. It's the largest one out the two, and yeah, I'm quite excited for this one really, only because the last time we were here, usually this is sort of the one that I don't like doing because it is quite quiet and not much happens, but it didn't half kick off last time I was here, so it was really good to see that it is sort of both temples up here that are active, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And again, I think for this last 15 minutes, we're not going to put any more apps on. We're not going to put any more S-boxes on. We're just going to call out and see if they interact with the kit that we've laid out.
Good idea.
So if there is anything or anyone here that does want to communicate with us, my name's Adam, this is Chris.
Hi.
Don't mean any harm or any disrespect. And we sat up here for a little while longer. But our main aim of doing this is to communicate with you. So if you can, and if you can hear my voice, can you do something just to let us know that you are here? Is that you?
Yeah, just switching the other light on, sorry.
Bang on cue.
Trying to do it without making a click.
Just show how dark it is. Foggy, so that was you. There are a number of devices in and around the room. You could go and stand near them, touch them, move past them. They'll just light up and let us know that you're there. Or equally, if you want to make a noise, knock on something, bang on something. I know you've done it before. I'd love for you to do it again.
Heard that.
Or maybe standing in one of the corners of the room. Can you just make a noise for us, please? Now's your opportunity to come and tell us who you are, something about yourself. If you do want to communicate with us, will you try and do something now for us, please?
Whoa.
Not you again?
No, but that was on the camera.
No.
I've got my other hand on my knee there, but that literally, that was like a tap on the camera. Because I'm holding the camera with one hand and the other hand's on my knee.
I just assumed you were doing that. Obviously, just spinning it round to get you in shock, because that was the noise that I associated with that.
Yeah.
Thank you, that was you. Maybe try and touch something else that's in the
Now
room.
this next part is quite clearly Chris's voice, but there's something quite strange and eerie about how he seems to be whispering to himself. Or is he?
Maybe you can copy me? Thank you. Can you do that again, please? I think maybe we move next door and finish where we pulled into at the start then, mate.
It'd be interesting both the corners of the I'm glad something happened in that corner, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because there's a very similar sound from there as well, so... Yeah.
Christ, it's all going off now. Thank you.
That's you, Ed.
Hi again.
Hello. Hello there.
There's cat balls on the floor somewhere as well, but I don't know where.
I'll kick it. I'm sure we'll find it.
I kind of just rolled them, so I don't know where they stopped. I didn't even stop to watch them. So if we just do a little... Oh,
There it is.
hey, found it. We'll just...
Yeah.
What was
What?
that there? We'll just... Do you hear that up there?
Right, still.
There's a big bang out there. But no, it's several people, yeah. I mean, literally, we'll just go... Maybe the camera audio picked up that knock that I heard out there. But yeah, so we just moved through to where we didn't intend to start, but we were pulled in to start. And again, we're not on a lock-off. We don't know if the walkies have been going off again. But we figure we've got 10 minutes left. So we figure we'll do a solid 10 minutes in here. and see what we can pick up.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, no apps, no S-box, let's just listen and yeah.
Maybe for the outro in here as well.
There's another one.
Yeah, told you there's no way to do it.
1-1.
One minute. Point yourself close to this end there.
Yeah.
So, if the spirits that we interacted with earlier on are still in here, can you use one of the multiple pieces of equipment we've left out for you? They're all designed to pick up on your energy. 2 of them will allow us to hear your voice. Others will allow us to just see where you are in the room. We're not going to be here much longer. Did you hear that?
It did. That was like quite a heavy.
I hope you know you can trust us. We've been here lots of times now. We hope you consider us as friends now.
Whoa.
Yeah. That was like someone was sitting down.
Exactly. The first sound was, I thought, further down that way, and you'll probably see where I pointed the camera that, it was sort of just about here.
Yeah.
And it was either sitting down or moving down towards you.
Why don't you come and sit a little bit closer? Again, you don't need to be afraid. Just follow my voice if you can't see me. Christ, that was loud.
Where did you think that was from then?
I thought
Yeah, that corner.
right in that corner.
Yeah, which is obviously not the corner that we usually get the knocks and bangs from, is it? What was that? We've got like right behind me then as well.
Yeah.
Like a faint flutter. Ooh, okay.
You moving around? Or are there more than one of you? Maybe you can knock on a door, open or close a door. It's quite interesting that none of the noises have been in this corner.
That's usually the hotbed.
Yeah, and it's good. It's good that we've had down the other end of here, and in that corner we don't usually get anything.
That's it. And the last time we were there, this room was so quiet, and the other room was the one that was just doing it. So again, it just goes to show that, you know, every time you come here, if you were getting the same stuff, you'd think, well, it'd be easily, you know, debunkable, so to speak, because it's, you know, they're just common noises of the building. But
that's the thing, and it's like, I seen a really good comment on a Facebook page the other day, and it was saying about why do we see ghosts walk through walls? And I'm seeing in all the buildings that show like 4 previous layouts of a building, and one of the previous layouts had a flight of stairs that came up and then went through a doorway, and those stairs in that doorway are no longer there since it's been modernised. So literally they would have been there seeing a potential ghost of where someone would have walked upstairs and gone through a doorway. They just see a room and a wall. I heard that.
Behind me, Where do I put that cap on? You are going to have to go soon, so if you can maybe do something for us before we leave. We'd love maybe one last final bang or knock or something to move, just so we can show people that yes, as great as this building is, there's definitely something or someone here.
It seems to have settled down,
Does. I mean, say, frustrating thing, the frustrating thing, I mean, time-wise, if it was maybe like a Saturday night or something, we'd probably be going for another maybe 3-4 hours, wouldn't we? But just because of obviously schedules and things, we're here a completely different day and we've got to cut it short. So it would have been interesting to see what this would have built to, to be honest. So, which is a bit of a shame, but I mean, again, luckily, you know, we're here a fair bit, so we can always come back and do more. And you know, there's so much more of the building to kind of see and explore. For you lucky channel members, there's a completely, you know, unseen sort of video that episode that Chris has put together when we were actually here up investigating the attic, and we actually forgot how amazing that was and how much time we did actually spend in there because of the activity that we had, and that's actually available now for you channel members. So if you make sure that, you know, you've hit that channel membership as well and check that out, because there's a lot of unseen footage that doesn't make the normal channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's a full 40 minutes. We didn't realise we were up there that long. You know, we on that particular night we were going to do what we're doing tonight, but we went live and got carried away with the live and ran out of time. So yeah, it's going to be exclusive to channel members, and there's an S-Box session, there's a Spirit Talker session, and some fantastic stuff.
Well, I think it's kind of getting to that time now, which is a shame. You know, it has flown really, but what a building, what a place, and you know, thanks so much for hopefully enjoying this kind of new way that we decided to give this a go. You know, if we just put the same cameras in the same positions, it will become a little bit stale. So we are trying to mix it up a little bit, and you know, we've pretty much had you kind of as the third man or woman, so to speak, along with us tonight. And fingers crossed it works. If it hasn't, who knows? But we'll only know if you leave a comment below and you know, let us know if it did or it didn't.
Yeah, exactly, guys. Listen, as Adam said, we will do more of these for you. It's easy for us to do. And as I say, it's just fascinating going in and out the rooms and chasing it. You know, as again, go right back to the beginning of this episode. You've never seen us start an episode like that where we suddenly just had to run into a room, and it's just teased us. When we're in here, that bloody thing hasn't gone off.
It's always the way, isn't it? But quick hand change there because my arm's
there.
But yeah, we're trying to get this through anyway because we're literally on about 10 minutes of battery as well. Exactly. So we were trying to get the outro done. But yeah, obviously if you haven't already and you're new to us, make sure you hit that subscribe button down here. We've got so many different videos in the Wirral and over in Liverpool and even further afield as well. And if there's anywhere that you want us to investigate as well, make sure you put it in the comments below too.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, for this one, it's a Sunday night, guys. We've got work tomorrow as well, which is another reason to cut it short. But again, for any teams watching, I'll put all the contact details for Clifton Hall. And again, we'll go back to when we were in the bar. If you would like us to try to arrange something like that during the summer, then put it in the comments and we'll see what we can do.
For this one anyway, that's us over and out, so we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Ta-da.
Fuck me, doesn't that? Fuck goes on and on and on and on, doesn't he? I was like, you know what? If my arm doesn't fall off, I just hope the battery was going to go, but bloody survived, didn't he?
Not my fault. He's a bloody wimp.
Buckle my shoe. Investigate no more.